Welcome back to another championship predictions video. This is for week 3 of the championship and we've got midweek games. First game up is Barnsley and Luton. I have no idea how this game is going to go. It seems to be that championship games are very unpredictable, especially at the start of the season. So I'm just going to go 2-1 to Luton. Next game up is Blackpool and Coventry. Coventry should be winning this game, but as we've seen, Blackpool can be a decent side, although last week they got hammered by QPR. But either way, this will be a 2-1 win to Coventry. Next game up is Huddersfield and Preston. Huddersfield are another side that got hammered last week, conceding 5 goals, which is a disgrace. But with Preston, they had a poor first game as well. But last week, they did better. This will be a 1-1 draw. Next game up is Millwall and Fulham. This will be a 3-1 win to Fulham. Next game up is Swansea and Stoke. This should be a tough game for both sides, but with Swansea, they did well in their first game, but in their recent game, they didn't do as well. And with Fulham, with Stoke, I think they've had a very good start to the season, although last week they drew 1-1 to Millwall. But looking at this, I think Stoke wins it 2-0. Oh my god. Next game up is Peterborough and Cardiff. Peterborough did well last week, coming from behind to beat Derby. I'm not sure how they managed to win that game actually, because they were losing the game for like 80 minutes, and then all of a sudden they scored 2 goals, one in regulation time and one in stoppage time. Actually, I think both of them might have been in stoppage time, but either way, they came from behind late to win it. And with Cardiff, obviously it seems like the first game was a blip, so the recent game they did well, as expected. And I think Cardiff wins this 3-1. Next game up is Reading and Bristol. I think this will be a tough game. It'll be a close game for both sides. Reading, obviously they won their last game. Maybe not convincingly, but they got the job done. And with Bristol, I expected more for them this season. It's a long season, so, you can have a bad start. But I think this will be a 2-1 win to Reading. Next game up is Birmingham and Bournemouth. This will be a 2-0 win to Bournemouth. Next game up is Hull and Derby. This probably will be a close game. I think Hull did well in their first game, but in the second game, they got hammered. And with Derby, they've had a poor start to the season. Obviously, last season was very poor. I was expecting them to have a good start to this season, kind of like to bounce back, but it hasn't happened. And this will be a 1-1 draw. Next game up is Middlesbrough and QPR. This could be one of the games of the weekend. Obviously, both sides have had a decent start to the season. QPR, very convincing their last game, winning 3-0. And Middlesbrough, they got the job done as well. Both sides will probably be in and around the playoff spots. I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. Next game up is Nottingham and Blackburn. I think Blackburn did very well in their first game, but I think, obviously a couple of days ago, or a few days ago, they were very poor. They were very poor. Actually, it was 2 days. Oh, it was 2 days ago. They were extremely poor against Millwall. I'm not sure what happened exactly. How you can go from having a very good game in your first week to then doing very poorly in your second. Maybe the level of opposition was better I'm not really too sure because it's not like Millwall, were close to making the playoffs last season. Um, Either way, Nottingham, they probably could win this game. Considering how poor Blackburn were, just a couple of days ago. Nottingham did score in their last game, but, obviously, I don't think they're a great side, but I think they could get the job done and win this 1-0. Next game up is West Brom and Sheffield. This will be a 3-0 win to West Brom. And that's about it.